Hello everyone, my name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man, and this is a full stateroom tour of room D609 here on board the Diamond Princess. And we will enter the room using our medallion. And you'll notice as soon as we walk in the door here, you do have 3 light switches. One of these is for the hallway lights, and then the other one is for the main lights in the rest of the room. And I'll walk all the way in first just to show you how beautiful this room is and how much space there is in here. This is a mini suite, so this is bigger than the standard balconies on the ship. It's not quite as large as a standard suite or a full suite on board the ship, but you'll see, and we'll explore it all, but you'll see back there a living room area back there, and then on out you have a balcony. And you have a king size bed here. Of course, the king size bed can be split into 2 twin size beds if you're traveling with someone or just want those set that way, you can. But I'm going to back up a little bit, and we're going to start just inside the door. You see we have this hallway, and when you come in you can turn to the right. I don't know if you noticed it when I walked by just a second ago, but these are motion lights, so you can't actually control or turn these off. They only are controlled by motion. So if you walk toward the hallway, those lights are going to come on and off. The cool thing is really this walk-in closet is really cool, but I like that there is plenty of places to hang your clothes. You see you have the 2 robes here included with the room, plenty of hangers, plenty of places to hang your clothes. You also have the laundry bags that are provided by the cruise line, but if you want to do laundry throughout the course of the cruise, you use those to do so. Up top here, this is where they leave a little bit of the extra bedding that they might have. There's also some extra life jackets. There is a closet here, and in this closet is where you're going to find additional life jackets. So I think there are 3 or 4 total. How many ever people this room will fit max occupancy, that's how many life jackets there are. So there may be 4 in here. Here is your safe. It's a standard size safe, and you can create your own code. There's instructions here on how to do that, and then plenty of places to store clothes in here. So I do like that you have basically an entire walk-in closet here in this mini suite. So much space to store your clothes, and I have enjoyed having it. Right here is the bathroom, and you do have to step up to get into the bathroom. First look at this bathroom. It does look quite dated. It could use some TLC. Of course, the Diamond Princess premiered in 2004, so you're talking about a cruise ship that's about 20 years old, and it certainly looks 20 years old inside this bathroom. There's not much that can be said about the aesthetic other than it could use an update. There is a tub. That is one of the features of a mini suite, is that you do have a tub. However, if you're a bigger, broader person like myself, you're going to find that this tub is way too narrow. So I tried it out once and it was way too narrow, but still nice to have a tub, nice to have a full-length shower when you get in. And we'll take a look at the nozzles and stuff over here. You have your controls there. You do just have the one shower head in here. You can remove it and make it handheld if you want, but there is only the one nozzle. And then of course the faucet down there for the bathtub, and then the drain plug for the bathtub as well. There is included some Lotus Spa shower gel and shampoo and conditioner, and that's just standard with any cruise line. What is not standard is this toilet. And I think because Diamond Princess was made with Asia in mind, built with Asia in mind, and she's been in Japan for the past 10 years or so, there is a bidet. This toilet is fitted with the bidet. So you can see here's all the controls right here. For the bidet, the various temperature controls and spray controls and things like that. Never seen a bidet on a cruise ship before, and I don't know, it might just be because this is a mini suite, but I was really surprised. I did not expect that. Here's some storage over here, like you would typically find in a bathroom on a cruise ship. A nice large mirror in this bathroom, and then you have some hand soap and lotion right there, some more Lotus Spa branded stuff. So that's the bathroom. Not much else we can say in there. It is, very spacious in there, and of course it is nice to have a full-length shower and bathtub. I just wish the aesthetic was just a little bit less dated, a little bit more updated, I should say. So continuing on into the room, you do have like a little space here where you can set stuff. I always like to set stuff I needed to give to my room attendant. So if I needed to set like laundry or things like that, I would set it here. It's also a place to store like key cards or medallions or things like that that you want to remember, things that you need to take out of the room with you every time you go. There are a lot of mirrors in this room. You see there's one here, there's one behind me right here, and as we get into the room you'll see more mirrors. So now we'll head into the main part of the room, and there is the largest mirror in the room, which is the one over the back of the bed. And like I said, this bed, king size bed, 2 twin size bed put together, and on either side of the bed you do have a nightstand with a lamp on top. You can control that with these, the little on and off switch that's right on the lamp. There's also a USB on each of the lamps. There's 3 lamps total in the room, but on either side of the bed, you do have a USB plug. Then you do have light controls right here beside the bed, and that's also on either side of the bed. So if you want to turn all the lights in the room on, if you want to get crazy, you can do that right there with that switch. And then you have places to store stuff right down here, a couple of drawers there as well. I always like to look under the bed in my room tour video, so let me get down here for you and show you under the bed. Oh, this is very high. Yeah, you can definitely put your luggage under this bed. There is some bedding down here that they've stored, but you see how much clearance you have. So if you're worried about suitcases and stuff, you absolutely can fit them here. Another thing I'll show you since we're down here, you see that little bar under the counter, or under the drawers there? That's actually a light sensor and a light, I should say. And it's a motion sensor. It's not coming on now because it senses that it's light in the room. But if it's dark in the room, so you get up in the middle of the night, as soon as you set your feet down on the floor, that light's going to turn on. It's going to illuminate your way. So you'll have plenty of light in this area so you can see to get up and go to the bathroom, which is a very nice feature of the room, and I've really enjoyed that, or appreciated that rather. You do have a flat screen TV here mounted on the wall right in front of the bed, which is nice. Let's continue here on the other side of the bed. Yet another lamp, like I mentioned, and then you do have this desk and vanity area here. This is where they're going to leave, well, actually they leave a lot of the papers and things on your bed over here, but I just always set them over here, so it's a nice place to store any correspondence or short excursion tickets or things like that. You can have a seat here. This is a very nice seat. This is like a new seat here. It's very nice. The phone, however, is a little dated, but here's the phone situation in the room. If you're looking for a dryer, there is one here. I've never seen one quite like this before, but yeah, there you go. I've never seen one like actually mounted on the wall in the room here. Behind me here, you do have the wet bar situation, and I say situation because it's huge. There's a lot of space over here, so if you have a lot of things you might want to store, this would be a good place to store things. Down below, you do have the mini fridge for the stateroom, and it's a standard mini fridge as on all cruise ships. Coming around here on the other side, again, notice how much storage that you have. That's sort of the bedroom portion, and now we're sort of in the living room portion. And one thing I did want to note before I get too far, here's the thermostat over here in the living room. But if we come back over here, back into the bedroom, you notice there's another one. You have 2 thermostats in the room. They're identical, but you do have to control each separately. So I turned this one all the way down to cool, and I turned that one all the way down to cool as well. But you could theoretically mix and match, right? You could turn this one all the way up to warm and that one all the way down to cold. They don't have to be on the same. Similarly, you do have a TV over here that's separate from the TV over there. So, you know, maybe you're cruising with a lot of different people and somebody over here wants to watch, you know, cartoons, and people over here want to watch a movie. You totally could do that. You could, there's 2 different remotes in the room, and so you control them both separately and watch 2 different things at the same time, which is really cool. There's also a chair here in addition to a sofa here, and I believe this sofa is a pull-out, and that's the additional sleeping space in the room for the 3rd and 4th person. Now, of course, the star of the show here, and I mean, the room itself is already pretty much a star. I mean, look how big this is. You know, we come all the way to the end right here to the door where the balcony is. Look how much space you have. I mean, this is like larger than a hotel room. It's definitely one of the nicest staterooms that I have ever stayed in, if not the nicest. I think it might be the nicest stateroom I've stayed in terms of size, the use of the space. I just really enjoy this room. But yeah, let me stop talking now and show you the best part, which is the balcony. And you thought the room was big. Let's take a step out here and notice as we're walking out here, you do have a light switch. There is an outdoor light, and that's where you can control that. But stepping out into the balcony, I'm not going to go too far right now because it is windy, but I did want to say that it's huge. First of all, it's a very deep balcony. It's also very wide. The stateroom in general is very wide. It's much wider than a standard stateroom, and I don't know how other staterooms are on this ship. So when I say standard stateroom, I just mean, you know, the typical stateroom that you're going to find on other cruise ships and cruise lines. But this balcony, very wide, very deep. You do have lots of space to relax and hang out here. There are 2 chairs included, and each of the chairs has a footrest. You can see the one there is actually under the chair, and then here's the one for that. There's also a table out here, And then there are unlimited views of the ocean out here on this balcony. Like I said, it's very windy, so we'll try to limit our time out here. Also wanted to show you that because this is a mini suite, it is a larger balcony. The balcony hangs out over, kind of over the edge of the ship more than the other balconies. So folks up on deck 10, which is the deck above us, can look down into us. You can see the balcony up there above mine, as can folks on decks 11 and 12. Everybody can look down into your balcony and see what you're doing. Folks up there in the Skywalker lounge, which is up there at the very, very top right there, they can see down into your balcony. So just know that you are a little bit more exposed. There is no overhang, so you are kind of also exposed to the sun. There's not any place to get good shade out here. So also wanted to sort of highlight that. That might be the only like con. If you want to think of something that's bad or negative about the room, that might be the only thing I would name. It might be nice to have a little bit of an overhang to get a little bit of shade, but other than that, I mean, y'all, look how huge this balcony is. I've loved it. I've really enjoyed it. Like I said, probably one of my favorite staterooms I've ever stayed in, and definitely one of the favorite balconies that I've ever had. So we're gonna walk through one more time just to give you one more glance of the room. Again, this is stateroom D on the Dolphin deck, 609, here on board the Diamond Princess, a mini suite stateroom. My name is Zach. I am the Traveling Man. And if you enjoyed this video, please go down below, give me a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel for much more cruise content just like this. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you on the next adventure.